The world seems to be divided when it comes to post-defecation hygiene. Some prefer to wipe with water, while others use tissue. People in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa are generally more familiar with water, while Western countries tend to rely on tissue. But why is this difference? Historically, how people cleaned themselves after defecating depended on culture, geography, and the availability of resources in each region. In the past, people used whatever was available, including water, stones, leaves, grass, and even their hands. In ancient Rome, for example, in the 6th century BC, stones were used to clean waste. Meanwhile, people in the Middle East were accustomed to using water, in accordance with religious teachings that emphasized post-defecation hygiene. In the 2012 study, Toilet Hygiene in the Classical Era, the use of tissue as a cleanser was first detected in China, not the West. At that time, the Chinese succeeded in creating tissue as a further development of paper, which was also first discovered in the Bamboo Curtain country. It wasn't until the 16th century that the term, toilet paper, was first used in the West by French writer François Rabelais, and even then, with the caveat that tissue wasn't effective enough. So why do Westerners continue to use tissue? One major factor is climate. According to a BuzzFeed report, people living in cold climates tend to avoid water because it's uncomfortable, especially for cleaning. Bathing becomes a less frequent activity. In contrast, people in tropical regions like Southeast Asia are accustomed to contact with water and even feel less clean if they don't use it. Another equally important factor is diet. Westerners generally consume low-fiber foods, which produce denser stools with less water. This makes tissue sufficient for cleaning. Meanwhile, Asian and African people who eat high-fiber foods tend to produce softer stools with more water, making using water more effective and convenient. In addition to convenience, from a hygiene perspective, research shows that cleaning with water is far more effective at removing bacteria and germs than tissue. However, the habit of using tissue paper in the West has long been ingrained, especially after the innovation of the tissue roll in 1890, which made this product more accessible. Ultimately, the choice between water and tissue paper is not only about hygiene, but also reflects culture, climate, and customs passed down across generations. So, that's why Caucasians or people in cold climates are accustomed to wiping their bodies only with tissue paper.